Hello students, welcome back. In this video, I will show you how to add subtotal in a database and analyze data in pivot table. That is, I will show you how to create a pivot table in a Excel. Let us start with adding subtotal. If you remember in my previous video, that is organizing data into labels, I have showed how to find subtotal and grand total. So it is same as that. So it should not take more than 9 to 10 seconds to create both adding subtotal and creating a pivot table. Now let us come back to adding subtotal. Adding subtotal in a database helps us to manage and analyze the data. So to apply subtotal, the database must be sorted. Now I'll show you the steps how to add the subtotal. Now click on, let me go to my worksheet. So in this worksheet I have 4 fields. One is serial number, executives, sales executives, month and sale. So there are 3 sales executive, Raman, Mohit and Prasan, and these are their sales for the month of October, November and December. So first click on data tab. Now you need to go to the outline group. In the outline group, click on subtotal button. So you will see a subtotal dialog box here. Now at each change in, you will get all the fields. Now I want to add the subtotal according to the month, that is in each and every month what was the sales. So click on the month field. Now as I am adding, so my functions will be sum, because sum means addition, and I want to add according to the sales that they have made, and click on OK button. Now you can see here adding subtotal has been created. So this is the total sales for the month of October, this is total sales for the month of November, this is total sales for the month of December, and finally this is the grand total, that is the total sale for these 3 months. So this is how we create or how we add a subtotal in a database. If you want to remove the subtotal, then you can go to the data tab, click on subtotal button, and from the subtotal dialog box you can click on remove all. So you can get your worksheet in the original position. So in this way we can remove the adding subtotals. Now I will show you how to create a pivot table. So this is my worksheet that I have created to show you the pivot table. Here I have 4 fields, that is name, department, designation and salary. Now follow the following steps to create a pivot table. Now before that, let me tell you there are 2 types of table. One is simple table and another is the one I am going to show you, pivot table. Simple tables are fixed while the pivot tables are flexible. Flexible means you can make the changes according to your need. Pivot table is powerful tool for summarizing and presenting a data. It is a summary of your data. Suppose say it is particularly useful if you have long rows and columns that holds a huge number of values, and you need to track the sum of employees, or you need to compare the fields, whether it may be the department, designation or salary. You need to keep in mind one thing, that while creating a pivot table there should not be a empty column or empty row. So here none of the rows is empty or none of the column is empty. So all the rows and columns need to be filled. Now click on insert tab. If you see at this point, this is a pivot table button. Now click on the drop down arrow. I am creating a table. So there are two options, one is pivot chart, another is pivot table. So click on pivot table. You will see a create pivot table dialog box. In this dialog box, this particular box shows the range that has been selected here. Now it will ask you whether you want to create a pivot table report either in the new worksheet or in the existing worksheet. So if you click on the existing worksheet, your pivot table will be shown at this side. If you click on the new worksheet, your report on the pivot table will be shown in the new worksheet. So let me click on new worksheet because I want to see it in the new worksheet. So click on OK. Now this is the layout of the pivot table in a new worksheet. Now what you need to do is you need to click and drag the fields according to your need. Suppose say let me drag this name and I want to put it in the row level because I want to create the name as a row heading, and release the mouse button. Now if you look at the left hand side, you will see that the name field has been given as a row heading. Instead of dragging, you can double click it also wherever you want to take. Now next is I want to drag the designation. So I want to put the designation as a column heading. So click the mouse button and drag it to the column level. So you will see here in each and every column heading you will see the designation of the employees. Now next I want to put the salary in the value field. So just press the mouse button and drag it to the value field. So it is showing me the salary that each and every employees are getting. So we call this as a report on a pivot table where all the datas are, or what we can say, the salaries are arranged according to the designation. So there is one more field, department field. I want to put this department field as a report filter. So just put it down and place it in the report filter box. So it will show you at the top. Filtering you have already done in the previous video, so there should not be any problem. So whatever you want to see accordingly, suppose you want to see the purchase or a production, so click on production, click on OK. It will only show you the list of employees that are working on the in different department. So again click on this drop down arrow, click on this drop down arrow, click on select all, click on OK. Again you will get back your pivot report. So we call this as a report that has been created in a pivot table where each and every employees are shown according to their designation, and the totals and the grand total will be shown at the bottom for each and every designation in this way at the bottom of the row. So this is how we create a pivot table. So I want all of you to open Excel sheet, create your own worksheets and make a report on a pivot table. As I have already said, it should not take more than 9 to 10 seconds. It's very simple. So in our next class I will give you a module paper that is question answers on this chapter. So we will again meet in the next class. Thank you children.